not necessarily do they need to utilize his Faramis in a 5v5 setup. They can utilize it for pickoff. And maybe that's exactly what they're going for, right? Stampede, Shadow Stampede into the Ruby. They can go for pickoffs for sure. They can look for advantages in those side lanes in the early game as soon as they hit that level 4 power spike. It really depends on how they're going to go about it. And it's going to be, as ever, as interesting as the Wings once again taking us into the land of dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, will Geek Fam spearhead this 2-1, or will Dewa United go for a 1-1 addition, making it a 2-1 against Geek Fam?
Pendulum at equilibrium, but let's see here who will take game 3.
Pendulum. That's who's going to take game 3. I don't know. Looking at it, man, I would say Dewa United actually has a composition that I would say has the better early stage here. Like, I mean, with the backup onto the gold lane with that Rafaela, I think the Bruno's going to have a very, very good time. And yes, for both of these gold laners, they've gone for the exact same emblems. Let's take a look at the Wilderness Blessing here. Again, for Dewa United, 2, but only 1 for Geek Fam. That kind of hurt Geek Fam a bit. Beloy wasn't as active as you would probably used to see. But for Geek Fam, it seems like, again, they're trying to get this lane priority in the XP lane, play towards the Martis to get him the edge.
Let's see here. Rotation. Very, very standard here, I feel like. Here, both teams looking for a 4, but Nile here already dealing damage. He has no decimation just yet, but already enough to force Shaco to flicker away.
This is
And
good.
now, very interesting. Okay, so everyone is going in for Geek Fam.
Except for you dudes.
Us dudes.
And so far, you guys have been 100% wrong so far?
I am.
Oh, you are.
I am.
We are. Me, too.
Oh, you too?
Gani.
So, well, you know, if patterns speak for themselves, let's see if patterns can be broken here. Because right now, again, very interesting. They've actually opted to leave the gold lane completely alone. Completely. And this is not what we expected, right? We thought with the Rafaela pickup, Shaka would be focused on trying to help out Watt in the gold lane, but no, they're going for very different routes here, trying to get a little bit more of a benefit, especially before the turtle.
It's because they have better skirmishing powers now, and they also have better neutral objective control. There's no Akai this time, so they can actually go for a 50-50 in the turtle pit.
Now, Lanaya here looking for an opening, but take a look at the backside here. Netherrealm popped as well. Lanaya chunks. Nile, though, finds a retreat. Lanaya very low, taking out first blood, force out of Geek Fam. A boy will find another kill as well. It's a 2-kill for Geek Fam plus the turtle.
Big W! Geek Fam were able to just outclass Dewa United. They went for a fight and it was a full mechanical duel. A boy!
Oh, with the combination of the RWM. Finds the kill. Luke, though, finds a trade. It's a 1-for-1. Dixon taken out as well. Good response by Geek Fam.
Very risky. Luckily, they were able to turn that back around, and now Geek Fam, they are going to be leading this first few minutes of the game with 1,500. I'm curious as to know what exactly is going down in this gold lane. We do see that Chidera has a level lead, and they might go for more here. Watt's going to be punished in by Beloyski. This is not exactly the scenario that we want. Chidera leading in this much.
But that's exactly what I said about this matchup. Remember, the Bruno loses in the laning phase, and why we actually like the Bruno pick here was because the Rafaela is there to support the Bruno, but the Rafaela was in the bottom lane, and they didn't even utilize what the Rafaela does best in these team fights, mobility. They were coming up, they were diving in, and they were taking a single angle route to these team fights, and now Geek Fam have the lead.
What? No Purify. Geek Fam, though, needs to be careful here. Under the turret. Oh, good stun. Real world manipulation here, and the range of the Netherrealm was not in time. Geek Fam, they blundered that. Dewa United, good pickoff.
Lanaya went in a little too deep, I think, for my taste. Right into the back line. There was absolutely no follow-up, and he was cornered against 3 members on the side of Dewa United. If he was able to get out, great, but Beloyski?
Good, I'm offended. Watts now taking pull everything as Luke secures the double. Very good rotation. Luke, EXP, does not matter. He will rotate for you to the top side.
And just as I say it, they made it worth it. Being able to take down Watts there. What is going on, Geek Fam?
You should stop saying things, Etern. It seems like every time you say something, it turns around. Even K's now getting punched in that corner. Luke's chasing him down.
Dixon, though, pops the penalty zone in the back.
Ooh.
Lanaya finds a red trade. Good pull onto it. Still, Lanaya a little bit in pickle. Holy baptism to find some space, but
Oh, what?
Niall will fall. Good RWS. Luke will fall here, surely. Dixon, though, will be betrayed as it's going to be a 2-for-1. Geek Fam, again, though, will get the turtle.
The fact that Geek Fam had a lead coming into that team fight, it shouldn't have been that close. It was actually an equal trade in the end. No, I would say Dewa got the better trade. They got a shutdown on Luke and a turtle.
Oh, they got the turtle.
A turtle, that's a W.
That's a W for Watt as well. He's already on his first item, or second item. Let me check.
A capital
Where is he?
W for
Number
Watt.
one item there, being able to get a turret in the top side. He's catching up, and it's scary. Chidera does still have a little bit of a lead. He goes in for the bottom lane, tries to get some more value. But in the grand scheme of things, that gold lead that Geek Fam were able to build from that early game is taken out. Only 700.
Oh, good. I'm offended. Lanaya here is ready for a fight. Seems like he wants to engage. Chidera is going to be the main target. Real World Revelation locks him down. Chidera taken out. Now, take a look at the backside. Dixon looking for an angle, but it seems like Dewa United will be satisfied with just one kill.
They're feeling it.
Dewa are feeling it.
Yeah.
Geek Fam, or the opposite of feeling it. Penalties on what?
Good on towards to no nether, but Dixon under the turret with the help of a boy will be taken out. Miscalculation there, Beloyski. Be careful here. Don't overextend. Dewa United. Yeah, they overcommitted.
So far, it's the battle of who makes the least amount of mistakes.
Good on the front. Oh, Keys. Now you see him, now you don't. Now, with this, right before Turtle. No Yeeth! It's gonna be a free Turtle, seems like, for Geek Fam.
And that was also a shutdown, Mirko.
There was so much happening for no apparent reason, right? Like Dewa overextended and then Geek overextended. They were just going at it. I can do it better. No, I can do it better. I'll get the turtle as well this time. And then now it's back to Geek Fam with the lead. It's almost like there was fights that they got. Yeah, it didn't matter at all because they just kept on fighting and Geek Fam were able to win. It's been a mechanical duel, a mechanical match so far this series.
We'll see here, Chidera already looking for something more in this bottom lane. He's going to be able to defend that one. But at this moment, Geek Fam, instant turnaround again. This gold lead is so shifty.
Yeah.
It's like a ping pong match, man. Geek Fam were able to hold it for a bit. Dewa United gets some more value in certain occasions. But now Geek Fam completely come back with a 2K gold lead. And what does this mean for the team? The fact that Chidera now already has an additional item up his sleeve as well.
And now it comes back down to resetting, setting up Lanaya on the Thamas. You'd expect the lead.
Good, I'm offended on towards Keys, figuring out of the way. But take a look at Chidera with the positioning. He finds a free kill. Luke finds a turret. What the? Will be the main target and will be taken out. Oh, not just yet. Good cover by the members of Dewa United. It's a 1-for-1, but take a look at Luke. He has all the time in the world to take that inner.
Niall is going in deep too many times now. But the beautiful thing about this is Geek Fam, despite these things going kind of in favor of Dewa United, being able to, defend this, get picks here and there, Luke has been playing the map better. He's been able to do his own thing, get a little bit more pressure on the opposite side of the map, and you can see that Geek Fam have a little bit more pressure when it comes down to map and vision because of these plays.
It's really tough now, I would say, right? I mean, for Dewa United, every time they try to look for the initiation, that Ruby has been in the front, using that I'm offended, don't run Wolf King as well so well. And meanwhile, for the side of Dewa United, the main strength that they have, that AoE damage, plus also the mobility that they have from Shaco's Rafaela, hasn't really been utilized. They've been staying in place, they've just been attacking front to back, and it's given Geek Fam so much more strength in these team fights to go like this, play front to back.
Good penalty zone. It's a 5v4. Luke is on his way. Another round popped. Good stun by Dewa United. Oh, Real World Revelation missed the members of Geek Fam, but Dewa United will disengage. Luke finds an angle in the back, looking for a kill onto it. Shaco does not get it just yet, though. Luke still closing the gap. Shaco and friends are looking to close out the gap, and they will fall. Shaco is the main casualty in that fight.
And that's a man advantage for Geek Fam because of that play by Luke. Taking him out means that Geek Fam are going to have better setup, better pressure to get this Lord uncontested, and Dewa United are forced to surrender and forced to retreat in this 10th minute of the game.
Again, Geek Fam just executed that team fight much better. Wow, they're kiting. That was a 4v5, but Dewa were not able to lock any of them down. Despite Chidera bringing the sprint, not the Purify. Heck, he didn't even use it in that skirmish. Goes to show you just how much better Geek Fam are at these front to backs. They're able to kite way cleaner than Dewa. And again, Dewa, they just haven't been able to find the proper angles to flank, to attack, and to utilize this mobility difference, or the mobility advantage that they have. And you can see it here. The Irithel is ahead of the Bruno, as we expect from that laning phase. I guess for Dewa United, they are now playing to get Watt ahead. As long as Watt gets to those item power spikes, they can still have a say in this game.
They're still so far off, though. That's a 1,500 gold advantage for Irithel. Close.
Almost.
Very close.
Dewa United will lose the base turret passive at top lane as they rotate towards the bottom lane to take the care of the Lord.
And Niall's literally been a utility jungler. Usually you see the Martis snowball in the start with kills. Nah, he's just been objective.
And let's see, real world collision pops. Good Nether Realm, good pull as well. Dixon in the back lane, trying to play the desperate play. He will fall though, as Dewa United lost a key member to sustain the fight. Dewa United now in shambles. What now? Targeted. Niall finds the double. It's a two-man kill for Geek Fam, as it seems like no minions. A boy very low, still able to escape. Dewa United. What a defense, but a better offense from Geek.
What was that?
That
Did
was
you
a bug
see?
in the system. That base turret did not exist
Ha!
in their screens.
What?
It only exists in ours. They just dove it.
And they didn't, none of them lost their lives for that. They went in so aggressive, so deep. They went into the base turret. And yet, nobody fell from that off the play of a signature Beloyski pick. What in the world?
I mean, who's playing Beloyski's account? I'm looking back. It's Beloy.
Not me.
He looks like Beloy. But that ain't Beloy. Beloy doesn't go 0-0 and 8. We expect the 8 deaths with the 8 assists. It comes with it as a package. What happened? Beloyski is having a game that is just a phenomenal game. He is just outclassing Dewa, getting these picks, getting these I'm offended flicker combos, even the I'm offended flicker combos in front. He hasn't missed a beat this game.
I thought with the lack of range that Geek Fam
Same.
has, they will struggle. But, man, take a look at their execution. Wow.
It's been on
Power
point.
of the Geek and the Fam unity.
Shout out community, man.
Shout out Sheffin. He's a Fam unity.
Exactly. And again, Geek Fam with this composition, they're able to, force fight in close quarters, which is what their composition is best.
So what do Dewa United do at this point,
Look at their
right?
range.
They have so much range to work with the Yi.
They do have
AoE?
range, but they need some lockdown as well to get that range down, right? Like, I mean, real world inflation gets popped in. If they all can walk out, what are you supposed to do? You can't really do anything. You can only accept the inevitable. And at this point, the inevitable is Geek Fam will just push in this base turret with the enhanced Lord. It's a 9,000 goldie. We saw what Geek Fam did to the base turret. Ignored it and won a team fight inside of the base.
But they have a PZ. And literally nobody from the side of Geek Fam has Purify. In theory, this should not be the outcome that we expect.
You don't need to purify if the CC doesn't even land on you. That's Geek Fam's way. Their Chad way.
Let's see, this might be the final push of the game. Dewa United 5, Geek Fam with 5, but they got the Lord. Let's see, Renaya forcing here, looking for a clear. I'm offended, does not find it. Geek Fam retreats for a bit as they look for the mid. Will they commit it? Let's see. Dewa United will look for the clear, finds it. Pacer at mid will stand as well as the bottom one.
Remember though, Dewa United, despite Geek Fam having a lot of gold in their hands, this wave clear is still a very, very strong tool that they can utilize. They have a Yve and a Bruno with some solid frontliners that can get healing.
It's apparent. can see that Geek Fam are struggling to look for a moment. It really depends on Beloyski here, or a boy. Oh, there it is.
Good pull. Lanaya, good healing as well. Luke, though, will look for space. Real world population now will force Beloyski on towards the flicker. Luke looking for an angle in the back, looking for a kill on towards one, but the wind of nature will save his life. Luke now disengaging. Dewa still strong with 5. Take a look at bottom lane. Irithel finds the base turret.
They find 2 base turrets. Unable to, quote-unquote, end the game, but they do still find value in the fact that they're able to expose the Dewa United. Just one more turret left. And in these prolonged Lord fights, that's going to come in very handy for Geek Fam to utilize and play around with.
That Lord advantage, gold earned 3,000.
Wow.
Still a very massive W for Geek Fam. They got the 2 most expensive turrets in the base. It's the side lane turrets. Playing with the far lane is going to be crucial for Geek Fam because they will need to try to force a fight, try to force Dewa United outside of their base into this Lord pit if they want to have a smooth end. Another way they could do it is take the Lord and then try to siege again against this very, very strong high ground composition. Let's take a look at the items here for the Yves. He's actually decided to disregard Enchanted Talisman, going for more damage because they were behind. He needs to try and compensate for the lack of damage by just getting rid of those kind of items, just going straight for damage. Glowing Wand, Ice Queen Wand built up. He has a lot of damage in his kit already. And for Dixon, he is very, very tanky. He's gotten the Dominance Ice and the Blade Armor. Some good neutralization for the crit damage from Chidera. And even for that Dominance Ice, it's going to be solid here to slow down a bit more of the Geek Fam members as they will continue to try to build up to that power spike. Mainly, I'm going to have to say that Bruno has hit that power spike already, just on the way to that melting roar. Once he gets it, he's gonna be able to melt these frontliners.
Man, look at the bottom lane just constantly pushed though. All the while you were talking and analyzing over the items, man. Luke is just a constant nuisance, giving me Iran flashbacks on the Paquito. Always playing that lane, always giving Dewa United a hard time, and trying to split them up. And it's working. They're able to get all 3. Wow.
Exactly, man. It's just minion wave management. And Dewa United, I don't see them defending this, honestly.
I actually see them defending this. I think they can actually prolong it to the 18-minute. It all comes down to how clean they are here with their front to back. If they can play the front to back properly and not get caught in that I'm offended, that big moment play, they can still defend. Their wave clear is a solid 8, maybe even a 9 with that even Bruno.
Let's see.
But they need more than wave clear. They need to...
They need
I'm thinking about it, right? How?
They need to distract the Lord to go and charge the mid lane turret, I feel like. Okay, then never mind. Taken down already. Lanaya. Oh, flicker by Beloyski. Does not find anything though. Lanaya soaking and trying to take the damage. Dewa United managing wave. Clearing Taste though will fall. That's the main wave clearer. Taken out.
Dixon has not used his ultimate just yet though.
Wow, let's say Beloyski, everyone in the bag to defend this one. But it seems like Geek Fam, they lost an immortality, but it's fine. The base wide open, 2 kills, 3 kills. Dixon left man standing. Will he fall? He will. It's a wiped out in this game as Geek Fam. They will find the 3rd game.
The Empire strikes back as Geek Fam now sitting at a 2-1. A lead here in this best of 5 series against Dewa United. That's going to be match point, ladies and gentlemen. If Geek Fam are able to secure one more game, we're going to have to say goodbye to Dewa United.
And that's it, the target acquisition again for Geek Fam. Similar to game number 1, once you get the Eve down, it doesn't matter how good your wave clear is, you still need those members up and ready. With the Eve a bit too far off, getting chunked by Luke, getting bursted down, that was the nail in the coffin.
10 out of 10.
Give me a 12, because
like
we're at
it.
season 12.
Okay.
12 out of 1.
You know, like,
What? That's even better.
Yummy.
For Geek Fam, it's not 12-1. Remove the 1 in the front, it's a 2-1 match point. Geek Fam match point is scary though, because we know what happened last season, so They still need to keep their composure.
Reset.
For sure.
Reset.
For sure.
We don't want another repeat of that sweep going horribly for them last season against a blue team. This time against a gold team.
I mean, Shevin must be happy with this result here.
Who should be happy?
Shevin.
Sheffin.
Oh,
The man's always
already?
happy.
Fight is not over.
Not
It's
over.
a best of 5.
True.
Like we mentioned earlier, it's not a sprint anymore. It's not a best of 3.
True.
It's a full best of 5. It's starting to become a marathon. That means endurance is key. They need to stay composed, level-headed, reset. Not get overzealous. Because again, despite Geek Fam winning that game number 3, it didn't mean